the advances in the international communication technology has helped strengthen our movement, both inside and outside the country, while we also see that also raise more risk for us within inside and outside the country. I mean, I think it's definitely is a plus because of those technology, we were able to communicate inside and outside the country, even though we know the phone will be tapped, even though we know the emails will be monitored and even hacked, but there is a way for us to speed up with our communication within and inside and outside the country. And therefore, you see, for example, in 2007, because of the internet cafes, because of the internet availability in the country, people were able to, just ordinary citizens, really, many of them are just citizen journalists without even having a proper training or anything, but they just, take the pictures of all these crackdown on the monks and students and the demonstrations, and they send out all these footages to the international community, international media. Many of the international media were able to use those footages, otherwise that they couldn't have even known of that took place except the Burmese. So and therefore the whole world were able to see of what happened during the Saffron 2007, unlike back in 1988 during our time. Nobody knew, nobody saw it except us. So it definitely helped at the same time, but on the other hand, because these are the technology for the military regime after the Saffron Revolution in 2007, they also learned very well that people use it so well by sending out all these information and images to the world that they couldn't stop. So for that, they also made their own preparation, and we know so well with the technology assistance from China, they have upgraded their mechanisms, their communication technologies and all. So sometimes, like when you call, basically, during the time of any demonstrations or any crisis, your phones are already jammed and your phones are already answered by Chinese language, machine or whatever. And in that case, and in the country, people are able to communicate better than before, particularly among the democracy activists, because you have like mobile phones that are now prepaid card phones. But of course, when the time comes, if there is any demonstrations or such, it's going to be very sure that they will shut down all those, that people will be left with no way to communicate except our traditional way of communicating words by words from mouth to mouth, But I think we have to be prepared for that, and we are prepared for whatever means possible to make sure that information is out. We have so many journalists in the country who are more like undercover that, continue to send out the information to the exiled media, and therefore every day of what's happening in the country, if a political prisoner is sick today, we learn today or tomorrow. If there is a worker strike took place outside the Rangoon, now we already got the information in a few hours, including the footages, for example. So there are, these advantages, definitely.